So, in the latest mess with regard to Frisco, Texas, I'm going to call it because, child, I ain't trying to call nobody's name. But allegedly, Megan Metcalf went to TikTok. Now, listen, I don't know these people, right? But I can see how old they are. And I can see that they're late 40s, if not in their 50s. Okay. I'm going to go with 50s. And for some reason, I just don't see them just jumping on TikTok and just having discussions. Now, Jeff has been all over the place, running off at the mouth, fine. So allegedly, Megan Metcalf, Austin and Hunter's mother, has come out and was talking on TikTok about some incident where her sons were bullying cheerleaders, girls, allegedly. Now, how black people think that's going to get Carmelo out of jail, I have no idea. This just whiffed up. So I'm sussing it out. But this is the smoking gun, allegedly. So let's play it and see what we can figure out.
A cheerleader email. We kind of talked to Brandon about it a little bit. He didn't go into too much detail because of his, and he just said like kids were disciplined. And that's
So the incident was that we had played Frisco Liberty that night and lost, and we should have beat them because they hadn't won a game in like 3 years. So, you know, the whole football team was frustrated and upset, and Austin and Hunter were physically upset even at the game. Like, they got in trouble from the coaches because, like, Austin threw his helmet. Hunter was the one who's kind of more of like he would get more upset about things. He went back out on the field and finished the game. Austin was like, I'm done. He was just, there was only like 2 minutes left and he was just pissed. He was just in one of those moods. But after the game was over, him and Hunter and I know for sure one other kid who was an offensive lineman went to Cane's to eat. And I'm going to be honest with you, the cheerleaders, I love the girls. I wasn't a fan of the coach because as a coach myself, I was a volleyball coach for a long time. You want to encourage your kids to encourage the other teams and all those kind of things. And I felt like our cheerleaders
she did it as a cheer coach. She's a cheer
coach. What's the point?
Yeah.
They were just like, what's the point? This is, our team's trash, this kind of thing. And the girls apparently were talking about the game and making comments about how crappy our team was. And Hunter, more than likely said something nasty to one of them because that's how he approaches things. And Austin just went over and was like, man, I don't understand why you guys got to be like that. Like we're upset that we lost and this is how you're not even going to support us. So there was not like a physical altercation. It was more of verbal of like, you guys are assholes for not, you're supposed to be Frisco Memorial supporters and you're acting like we're shit. Mm-hmm. And you're cheerleaders on top of that. So fast forward to the email that was sent. From what I understand, the coach had talked to Austin and Hunter about just what happened on the field the night before. And then the coach had sent the email, and Coach Jackson, who is our head football coach, actually told them, if you have a problem, you need to go to the police because it was off campus. And there was nothing he's going to do because it was off campus. So nothing came of it other than, yes, there was a talking to. And again, I go back to the original fact. Austin would never disrespect a girl per se. Hunter, he could have some choice words for someone who was going to be disrespecting him. I'm just going to be completely frank. That's just how he is. They were identical twins, but they were two completely different type of children. But the end result, nothing happened in that regard. And then I actually asked someone here recently, how it got leaked or whatever, how the email had gotten out to all these people or whatever. And someone had mentioned more than likely it was a mom thing about that.
All right, so that's what she allegedly says. Now, the person that was speaking does sound older, but y'all, with all this AI, who knows? But let's just play the game and just say it was her, allegedly. Let's just say that it was Meghan Metcalf, I guess, allegedly, that was on this Coach Brandon Wynn Speaks for the First Time, speaks on Austin, Hunter, and Eddie. Say it's her. How does that help Carmelo Bueller? Because, child, they are running already. The comments on this video on Twitter, child. The first one says, Melo about to walk. Why? How? What does that have to do with anything? I'm confused. What does any of this have to do with anything? The next one says, you clearly don't understand appeals. He had an effective counsel and everyone is entitled to a defense. It's based on errors and constitutional violations. There was reasonable doubt. Someone says not going to happen. Someone says not in your dreams. Back to his cell. Yeah. Like they approached Carmelo. So now they're saying that the way that the brothers acted with the cheerleaders proves that they're the reach, y'all, the reach. Any other time it's don't focus on the past. The past doesn't matter when the past does matter. It absolutely does. But in a case like this with complete and utter red rum of the person that you're allegedly saying is the bully. So if it's the bully or the person that's doing the actual thing, then I was like, all right, well, there's something to, more so say that he could get convicted on if it was Hunter. But child, that's the one that's out of here. So regardless of if he was a bully or not, if this was the case, technically he lost. I'm not trying to be rude, but technically he lost. So somebody got Austin. Is it Hunter or Austin, child? Whichever Metcalf child it was. My bad, y'all. There's too many names. I can't keep up. I don't talk about this mess every day like others do. And he's no longer here. How does that absolve Carmelo? I just be so confused. So because kids were being jackasses, that means that Carmelo gets to go home? Y'all really do try to reach. And like Ringo had said, and regardless of how you feel about him, some of y'all's brains really need to be put on display so someone can go and figure out what's going on up here. Because the reach, just because you want something so bad, don't make it true. And just because somebody on TikTok says something, don't make it true. Child, anything they say on any social media platform does not matter and doesn't make it true. So while you're being led and flung along with people who just feel like something should be, don't make it be true. It's crazy what's going on. This is utter insanity with what's going on with this. You can feel like Carmelo is railroaded. You can feel bad for him. You can donate to his defense fund. You can support him. You can do all that. Fine. People have supported, Charles Manson and even that one Mangione. Even though it's on video, people still support him. That's fine. But to take this to you basically are hating on everybody that doesn't believe in you, trying to make Black people feel bad because they don't believe what you believe, to threaten other people, because it's really getting out of hand, to be out here assaulting people on the strength of because you think Carmelo is innocent. That person ain't have nothing to do with it. I still don't know where anybody is talking about the daggone lawyer, because this lawyer is the one who probably should be getting the damn smoke. And to be perfectly honest with you, his parents for choosing that lawyer. None of y'all got nothing to say about that. None of y'all seem to give a damn about none of that. So just start bringing in random people from off of the street that absolutely have nothing to do with that. And then try to justify it by saying racism. Wild. Absolutely insanity, like I said right now. But anyway, this is what I've seen thus far. Y'all let me know what you think. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Hype this daggone video. I see you all in the next one.